Let's fill some hard drives. Come on, XSplit. You can do it. You can change the scene. You have the power. You have the might. You have the ability. Greetings and welcome to Die Dragon Die presents the Grimstone Chronicles Season 4, Episode 44. I am your DM and host, joined by the full Ontario crew on this fine Saturday. Let me get your mics a little toasty. We are streaming for those that are just joining us from,
What's up?
Parenting. We got to watch Ahmed do Parenting 101. We couldn't hear what he was saying, but you could tell that there was a dad lecture going on. Hey, how's it going, Fox?
It's all good.
It's all good? It's all good? It's all handled?
Fox, what it is, man. How you doing?
Me? Doing okay. I'm kind of like in the last phase of getting the apartment ready to, go for a trip. And then I realized that I had some infused vodkas that I haven't touched in a while, and I had to check to see if they were good. The infused blackberry vodka with a little bit of Sprite and a wedge of lime, we put a big dent into that jar last night. As Adam...
I noticed. I got some weird text at midnight.
Yep.
Come on, check this thing out. I'm like, okay, it's important. All right.
Well, 9 p.m. for me. What's midnight for you? I'm like, Adam's not an old man. He's not in bed yet. Apparently, Adam's an old man. He was in bed.
Yep, I was playing a game of chess in my bed and eating an apple with the dogs, and it's like, oh, it's an emergency. I get downstairs. This wasn't an emergency.
and I started watching this really simple show, but it's somewhat pleasing. It's called Outback Opal Hunters. It's a bunch of Australian, like, brush fouin kind of bush people digging in the most dangerous fashion possible for like little bits of opal. It's strangely pleasing because they actually find things. It's not like the Curse of Oak Island or whatever, where they just dig holes and don't find things for seasons and seasons of, well, we think there's treasure here. Yeah, it's not like that show. They actually find opal, and then you get to see what it's worth, and just the haphazard, like, janky nature of what they're doing. It's like Gold Rush. Me and my pal are out there underground in old digs, and everything's unsafe, and the wall collapsed. It's like, holy fuck, these people are brave and dumb.
OSHA forgot.
Yeah, exactly. So it's kind of strangely, like, it's something you'd have on in the background, you pay attention to, and you finish doing what you're doing, and then pay attention to a little bit, and I've been enjoying that. Because gemstones are cool. There's one area where I could probably level up my gemstone knowledge to make D&D cooler, right?
Instead of just when you random treasure generator said crystal spiraline is a thing, it's a rosé one.
Right? Yeah, exactly. I learned the different cuts and what they are and where they're found. I don't know. There's just a whole bunch of lore that could be useful in storytelling. I will level up in it. That's what I'll do this summer. Amongst other things. How are things with you guys?
Pretty good.
Yeah?
Yep. The wife set up at camp there.
So Mark's at home playing D&D.
Yep.
Hey.
Enjoy the bugs. I'm going to go kill some monsters.
Happy
enjoy your real campfire. I'm going to go enjoy a fake one.
That I make with magic.
Live your shawl.
Happy wife, happy life, I guess.
I hope you enjoy your reheated SpaghettiOs. I made a DC 80 souffle for dinner. While eating a bag of chips and
While eating a bag of chips and drinking Pepsi, yes.
Yep. Ahmed, you good?
I've recovered.
You've recovered. Yeah, how you feeling?
I've recovered. So I at least have like an hour and a half of me.
Perfect.
Get it? Because I was.
As we look at an 8-hour game.
Yeah, I know. I'm much got my sleep, got my rest, feeling much better.
Cool.
No,
And then
no more temperature.
Adam's okay?
Yeah, we're good.
Yep.
Once you know about the gemstones, you can let me know which ones are. I can let you which ones become pigment and oil paints. So I know some of them do, because there's
They get the shitty ones get crushed down into dust and mixed with.
It drops down and mixed with oils to turn into paint. Because there's certain tubes of paint where it's like, even now there's certain colors where it's like, no, the cheapest way to do this is some mine in India, and yeah, that tube of paint is $48, and the one beside it is $8. And
Synthetic chemicals for me.
just,
Yeah.
Yep.
Cool.
Yep.
Yeah, why don't we do a recap of what happened last game? It was
Ahmed, what happened last game?
Yeah, what happened last game?
There's a lot of this and a lot of that, and that was it for me.
Then there was some
Let's see.
shaking. Some
You
cold
guys-
sweats.
You came up with a kobold name that was incomprehensible.
Oh, I know. I was whoosh or something.
Swoosh.
Whoosh or something.
Yeah. Oh, where is he? I'm looking for the token. They kind of blend in here.
I do appreciate you
Swooshish.
trying to bring me
Oh, there we
back
go.
into the awake world,
Swoopish.
giving me something to do and think about. But holy hell, my brain was stopped.
Swoopish. Well, Adam's already having a hard time pronouncing the other kobold name, so Swoopish was perfect name.
Swoopish was perfect.
Even though it was
Yeah,
it was fever induced.
Their names are hard.
All right, so the name of the game was Mine. The Steel Rose Expeditionary League visits the cult-led mining operations in search for artifacts of Kurtulmak. Sunny scouts the open pit mine. Agony of Acid plays the part of cult leader convincingly. Barnabas has an epiphany about the nature of the place where Tiamat is trapped. Kobolds offer Agony a mighty gift found in the mineworks, much to the chagrin of the fractured tribes of kobolds and followers of Kurtulmak. They presented to you a scale that represented or was a focus of when Kurtulmak the Mortal figured out sorcery for the first time for his race. Apparently he still carried around this scale in his bag, or the bag got spilt when it went ejecting from the main mountain range. You know that the scale is an item that tends to... Kurtulmak's kind of a tricksy god. It acts like a book of infinite spells, which it's infinite in the variety of spells that it could be, but finite in the number of spells you can cast from it, and will eventually just disappear and reappear somewhere else at random. There are a bunch of kobolds that are wailing and crying as this gold-laced ark is being carried up and presented to the party. Agony looks into the ark, and I think Barnabas is the one that made the knowledge check to know what it is.
Nope. Barnabas wasn't there.
Sure.
Was he? Oh, yes, he was. That's right. He was. He was
do you
there
see-
on the first run. He was there.
You
for
learned
sure.
about the Grimstone.
Yes, yes.
Somebody else was also just there in fever dream.
Yeah, Agony. Sonny had
I
said
was
maybe
thinking
we
that
can
was
give.
too.
Barnabas said what it was. Agony basically looked like whispered behind himself, "What is it?" It's this multicolored scale, opalescent, even shining. You know that this could give someone access to spells that they shouldn't be able to cast.
It's so it is it an artifact? Or?
It is a minor artifact, and it operates like a book of infinite spells, and you can look that up if you want.
Yeah. It's are you familiar with what a book of infinite spells is?
No.
It can give you access to magic you shouldn't otherwise be able to cast.
This one,
You, on the
however,
other
won't.
hand, are a very capable caster. So.
This one won't cast divine spells because it's all about him.
So only arcane.
Arcane, yeah.
Right. Just arcane. That is.
Agony.
It functions like that. Clearly, it's not a book.
The kobolds are crying. They don't want you guys to take it.
Barnabas is trying to explain. He's looking irritated. Turns back to Kobolds. I will give you a reason to cry. Fuck off! It's us.
The Xerath, the kobold priest of Tiamat, takes that kind of as an order from one of Agony's underlings and has the Lavahorn warbands now whipping kobolds away from the area and pushing them back. They're doing a bit of crowd control.
Does Sunny able to figure out which one looks like he's ancient?
Yeah, you actually see he's parting the crowds at this point in time. Old Snurn, you notice that even the Lavahorn warbands don't whip him as he's beginning to walk forward. There is a shifty-looking kobold that's kind of following behind him in his trail, but the whipping kind of stops as Old Snurn is approaching. Tina of the cult, how dare you approach without invitation? And she raises a hand, and there's like a kobold, almost like hush that went over the crowd. Like they're surprised that she raised her hand towards him.
Hello. Hello.
Okay. She senses like she would gain the ire of the entire crowd and puts her hand down and takes a step back when others approach.
Would you be Old Snurn?
Yes. Old Snurn is what they call me. This is not your choice, Snurn.
I'm going to detect magic on Old Snurn.
Detect magic?
Yeah.
Okay.
I just want to see if he's got any spells running on him.
He's got a few baubles.
All right. Is he got a illusion or polymorph type effect that is on his person?
Nope.
Polymorph?
It's all right. Okay. Hello.
You are the cult leader now, are you?
Yes. Agony of Acid. Wearer of the black mask of Tiamat.
Yes, I can see her hatred burning through you. Be careful. Others have worn that mask, which makes you a target.
Yeah, well, we should know we fucking killed the last one, so.
Part
of it just mumbles that.
Mark sounds really low for me. I'm gonna listen to the chat.
Hello? Do I sound higher now?
The volume is a tad low, but I've tried to compensate on my end.
Your amplitude is insufficient. Your frequency is spot on.
Perhaps you are strong enough to wear the mask and to keep it from others. But are you strong enough to keep the mask? Are you strong enough when it comes to the demands of your goddess?
How dare you speak of such things?
You tell him.
Barnabas encourages her.
Well,
Okay, she's emboldened by that. She steps forward and strikes Snurn, and Snurn falls to the ground. There's a
Sonny's going to cast Baleful Polymorph on Trina.
on Tina. Yeah.
Yep.
All right. Let's see how the 7th level wizard handles Sunny. Handles the Sunnies. Okay. The little bat spellcasting. She feels mighty that she might have a chance to. She's sucking up to show that she's got what it takes to be part of the cult, and then she's turned into fort save. 26.
Ooh, that's pretty good. Give me a second. The DC is 27 for just a raw one.
Okay.
Nope.
What's she
There you go.
turning into?
A little tiny Salem. I'd say she's a human, like a little tiny monkey.
Nothing with too much mobility here.
Like a spider monkey?
Like a spider monkey, like the Indiana Jones monkey.
Okay. Just give me a second. We'll create a token because it's funny. Also fun. Where did the app go? Yeah, she turns into a monkey, and then does she think she's a monkey? Does she behave like a monkey? Yeah, 19 on the will save. You got a monkey. It's scrambling to try to get away.
Adults are talking.
Oh, she has magic items. Cog's grabbing that monkey.
Yeah, you've already looted many of the corpses of the cultists that were here, and before Slake shoved their bodies into the crematorium of
She
the
was
belly.
also not like ready to fight when the fight happened, so she might actually not have too much in terms of magic items, like int item and that's it.
Okay, so Tina is a little girl spider monkey. Bloop.
We don't hit.
The old kobold slowly rises to his feet. He doesn't get much help. Like there's one that kind of rushed forward and helped him up. A much more younger, sprier, quicker kobold.
It is Kurtulmak's place to receive the censure of the goddess Tiamat. I accept such wounds openly.
And he like has a little cut on his head, and he just kind of like shows the blood to the other crowd, and you can see there's a bunch of kobolds that look emboldened.
Barnabas. No, he'll move up to Raggedy.
Oh,
You really
and
want to be in charge of this. You better put him in his place.
Thogrim was trying to capture the monkey. Is that what's going on, or was that Cog?
No, it was Cog.
That's
Oh,
Cog.
okay, Cog's chasing a monkey around.
I'm sure it's
Let
gonna
it
be
go. I want to
important
put it in
detail.
a hat and a vest.
Stunning fist, bam.
If you want to be in charge of this smart agony, you best put this old kobold in his place.
You're incorrect, Barnabas. If you want to not have an uprising again of kobolds, you will put, I agree, in its place, at the top of the hierarchy. The one who can unite the kobolds.
Tiamat can unite the kobolds, can't she? Agony?
Do you submit to my rule here?
What other choice do we have?
Do you submit to the rule of Tiamat?
What other choice do we have?
That seems like you're in charge until they think they've got another choice.
Put this one in chains. Yeah,
As
so
you
they
wish.
the barkers of Tiamat are all too quick to come running forward with chains, and they put bindings on them. There's a hiss that is coming from here and there from the crowd. You can see the lava horn warbands going out and seeking out those that are troublemakers and are beating them back and capturing them.
I think I understand. The inciting incident to bring freedom to the kobolds. It's a good plan.
Now,
We do not have a choice. Dig for his bag. Dig for Kurtulmak. We must.
Agony waves, like, take them away. Which gives you guys a moment to, like, look at what you were been brought.
So,
Why did you mention you wanted to give this to the devils? Is what Agony says immediately to Sunny.
was Agony with us or the other group?
He was with you, but he wasn't making the deals in telepathic communication.
The devils were. The devils were here seeking an artifact of Kurtulmak to help stop or help control something on their plane. It's to help turn that general into a pit fiend, but it will make their army leave this place and ask for permission before returning.
Agony glances at Barnabas. For some reason, I have this picture of devil and angel on shoulder.
well, I wasn't there when the deal was made, so I can't say.
Cog comes back with a tied-up monkey.
Got
If you want to maintain control, you take that old kobold, you dress him up in finery, you feed him well, and you parade him around like he's your best friend. And they will never listen to him again.
Agony looks at you. Make him look like he's sold out.
Precisely.
Agony clearly wasn't thinking along those lines.
There are many, many, many kobold tribes. He's the one thing that binds them together.
Yes, and as long as they are not bound together, they cannot rise up as one against you.
They can rise up as many and just not do what you want.
They can rise up as few, in which case they are easy to stomp back down.
And I assume this is just a conversation just between all of us.
Yep.
Yeah, this is not a
Yeah,
held in
it looks like
draconic.
it looks like
What's the plan here exactly?
it looks like all the kobolds, at least the lava horn tribe and the kobold worshippers of Tiamat, are trying to keep order. Like they're cracking down currently, knocking other kobold skulls and
It's
capturing.
neither here nor there.
Sonny, what do you want? Barnabas, what do you want? Make that clear.
try-
Has
to help our
anybody
friend
ever
Agony.
asked me what I want?
No, there's nothing to kill, so you're going to be unhappy.
We'll find something
There
for
are
you to
things to
destroy.
kill. I see a bunch of guys with whips. Not a big fan of whips.
Really?
They could use a thumping. What with
What's
their whipping?
yours?
They're Agony's whips.
No, the whips of agony. That's slightly different.
No, they work for Agony.
They can keep on digging. They would have dug anyways.
All right. So with this,
Just don't dig them to death.
You get this non-committal shrug from Agony. You can use your magics all you want to keep them alive.
The real question is, what are we doing with this Eric Seth? He's the one that's actually the problem.
Wait, who's Rick Seth?
Is he?
Well, I
He
don't
seems to
know.
be a priest of Tiamat. He's the one that's keeping things together currently.
And if you, well, when eventually the other members of the cult return, what side will he choose?
you'll choose the side that is the strongest.
Or the side that's the nearest?
Sometimes the side that is nearest is the strongest.
Strength is relative. If they got a crossbow and they're right beside you, they're not very strong. But if they're up in a tower and they got a crossbow, they're stronger. We
There's
should kill
wisdom
the
in
guys
that.
with whips.
And give them cannons. I agree.
Sonny's got this look of like giant snow cannons, kobolds cannons. Sure, cannons.
You're just throwing it out. Just throwing it out there. What?
No, stop doing that. Stop it. I'm only so good an attorney.
Thogrim giving Barnabas a challenge.
So the defendant's been giving out top secret blueprints to everyone he can find.
Thogrim entering evidence. Yeah, I did it, and I hope he burns in hell. Your Honor, my client is obviously a madman.
Who's got the best sense motive in the party?
Barnabas, I think.
Barnabas, you notice that the kobold leaders seemed to step back and allowed all of the cultists to basically fight, like, amongst themselves. They seem to be very fine with that jockeying.
Yeah, they will listen to whoever's the strongest and nearby. So,
You know, the
Does that
possibility
include
the high
the
priest
Rickson?
becomes greedy, you know, like, or tries to run it himself. This might be a different problem if Agony wasn't wearing the mask. It's like you've got proof that his goddess has chosen him.
his head isn't burnt up into a cinder, so she likes him, obviously. Yeah.
Now, I think Snern is a dragon, personally. That's my guess.
I didn't get that impression.
He's very old, but still robust. Everyone respects him. Must be a dragon.
It's not necessarily true.
Reynolds is like counting on his fingers, shaking his head. Are you sure? I've got a feeling. You know?
Let's ask him.
Okay, you see the little hovel that he was dragged into. It's being guarded by several of the Barkers and Honor Guard. You can see that Exarath is nearby, but not. He's actually talking to this rat fellow.
Excuse me, old spurn.
Snarn, old Snarn. Who might you be?
It's not important. I just want to ask you a question. We have a bit of debate going on.
So
are
he's
you
poking his head around the corner.
Yep.
are you who is currently bound in a filthy little pit. In reality, a polymorphed dragon of great age and pride.
We kobolds have dragon blood. Yes.
No, are you a fucking polymorphed dragon?
Sonny
what I'm
is
asking.
doing a little dance.
Are you
right
a
outside-
polymorphed dragon?
I win.
He smiles.
There is a dragon in the tent. Sonny's
Would it make any difference to you?
Well, yes, it would actually quite a bit. As
Why?
long as you won't be in that hole.
Why are you here, human?
Oh, I'm looking for treasures.
You serve the wearer in the mask.
He saw through the veil.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, I serve the wearer of the mask, and that is a lie, so
Okay.
I will make a bluff check. However, I'm very good at the bluff check.
Yeah. Sure you are.
Plus 68.
Now we look at his bonus and we compare it to the stat block for like an ancient brass dragon.
Fucking meta thought. Give me a second.
Yep.
Oh, what? This doesn't have skills? Why wouldn't it?
I'm just gonna throw out there that they created character sheets for all the ages of dragons in the on the webpage, but they didn't actually fill them out properly, and I only cleaned up some of them for the PFSRD.
Yeah, he.
And you seek riches in her name.
Sure.
Are you concerned that a near toothless kobold might eat you?
Yeah. And there's no bluff check required
Yeah.
because Barnabas is concerned.
He
about
shows
this.
you the. He shows you the bindings.
Aye. We do what we must. We
Yes.
serve Tiamat.
And you've been wise enough not to actually answer my question.
I like him. Do you have a favorite animal?
Dragons.
It's a good response.
All right, you stay there.
What is it that you seek, little one?
Barnabas is casting true seeing.
Was he looking at Barnabas?
Oh, Sonny. He's
Sonny, little one. I'm just wondering if he.
yeah.
Called,
There's
he
a
called
greedy.
Barnabas-
There's a greedy human here that wants treasure. Okay, he's
Yeah.
bored with. He's bored with Barnabas. Like he's bored.
I want to find the intrusion into Volcanica that was sparked through Kurtulmak's death.
Barnabas, this is a kobold. Yeah, like he's not polymorphed anything.
Yeah, but he casts True Seeing, which makes him a powerful enough caster that he could be a problem.
He could very well be a problem. He's got a few minor items that he's been allowed to keep. He has no weapons. You do see a spell component pouch.
Yeah, well, give me that.
Yeah, Barnabas is not. He's a coward. He's not going to be the one to do that.
He's like,
That's what he's got an aiming for crying out loud.
right. All right. So he's kind of looking past Barnabas. He's talking to Sunny.
What is it that you seek, yeah, little one?
Well, I've been long investigating the eruption of Imulga Mons. The death of many kobolds was felt all across Volcanica.
Yes. A very tragic and fateful day.
Yes. I fear a spawn of Tiamat is being birthed in the heart of Imulga Mons.
Oh,
I don't worship Tiamat. Sonny,
what makes you fear this? The violation of Tiamat's lair happened long ago.
there was a question that was raised earlier about Tiamat's new lair and the devils that are nearby. They want something from here. I'm assuming you're aware of the devils who have been poaching your people.
Devils seek to control. They seek power. They know not what they do. They do not know why they are here.
What do you see as the future for kobolds? With Kurtulmak's death, would it be Tiamat as a way forward? Would it be one of the new unnamed gods? What is the unifying force for that which is kobold kind?
Is Kurtulmak truly dead?
That's a good question. The priests of Kurtulmak, do they still receive their power?
The Barkers now begin to step in.
No. Of course they do not. No, Kurtulmak is gone. He is dead. Get away from here. Shoo!
They don't seem to be shooing Barnabas because he's bigger, but they're trying to shoo Sonny. They really don't like this line of questioning.
Do you have favorite animals?
Tiamat is the greatest. Tiamat with all of her hands.
Barnabas, make them go away.
It's doing the job. I mean, it's not like they can hurt you.
They're irritating. Don't be this way. Be better than this. What that is, I don't know, but better than this. Listen to old Snern. Old Snern is better than this.
Tiamat is the great goddess with all of her hands. Kurtulmak is no more. He exploded in the volcano.
Yes. Oh, Mr. Snern.
Just yapping and barking away, trying to shoo Sonny away like he's a little animal. And Sonny just
I
forces
would
his
go
way
like
forward.
land on
Yeah.
Snern.
Is this your pet? He is asking very dangerous questions.
It's not my bat, no.
Whose pet is this? Whose pet is this?
You
Perhaps it's Kurtulmak's bat.
Ah,
Defend us!
Oh God.
Fight, bat, fight!
they're running around. They're saying, "Fetch nets." We've got a rodent problem.
All right. I will greater command them when they come back to.
Okay,
go
you
away
land
to-
on Old Snern. Sonny, there's something inside of Snern that is kind of like mythic power. There's something very slight, but something very powerful inside of him.
Ooh. I am going to bond with Snern
How?
through the power of nature. And then I'm going to connect with him so I can cast spells on him remotely and talk to him.
Oh, I see what you mean. Okay.
From his mythic. Yeah.
Transcendental bond.
You're the one they whispered about. The one that blinded the devil army.
Yes. I am Sunny, Druid of Volcanica.
Druid of Volcanica.
He blinks.
I must admit, I did not foresee your coming.
You have been touched by something very great and very powerful.
Yes.
Who do you keep this gift for?
Who do you think?
For Cog.
I've got a very good imagination.
Sorry.
I've got a very active imagination. I would assume for the next hero of the Kobold peoples, the Uniter. Some warrior who will fight for that which is it is to be Kobold.
Kurtulmak, when he violated Tiamat's lair along with the thieves, was shortly after Tiamat had laid a clutch of eggs. Kurtulmak disturbed the clutch in its critch. One of the eggs fell from the nest and hatched prematurely, producing miniature versions of himself, the first kobolds. Of course, we will revere our mother, but Kurtulmak is the one who made it so. He is our father. For whom do I keep the spark? Family. You are concerned. You think Kurtulmak had something else?
I assumed Kurtulmak had a was retrieving one of Tiamat's eggs, trying to steal it back.
Perhaps he was. How do you know such things? You are not kobold. You are not dragon. You are some sort of... humanoid.
I am the Druid of Volcanica, and kobolds are of Volcanica. They're under my purview.
Yes, this is one of our first worlds, yes. There are others. The first kobolds were brought many places, but this place is important to us, to him, to her, to family.
This place is important to many. A war is coming here. It's already at our doorstep.
You humans should leave Volcanica.
I am not a human.
Kobolds will retake what is theirs. Our numbers are legion. Billions to your millions, if you understand numbers with great quantities of zeros.
Kobolds can live in places where many of the softer races cannot.
Our scales are a gift. humans should leave this planet, or we will make them. I may not live long enough to see it, but I know it is coming.
Okay, Sunny is going to pick a loose scale
Okay.
off of Stern.
He struggles a little bit, but he's in chains and he's old. So you.
What are you doing?
Just to help us get in contact later.
What is it that you seek? You did not answer my question, little bat. Why are you here?
I need heroes that will defend Volcanica from its threats. That spark in you will produce a hero. A true hero.
Like us.
A once in a generation, or 2, or 10 type hero.
That's fine. We'll take it from that here.
That is not the only reason why you're here.
Have you seen the skies recently?
My eyesight may not be what it once was, but I am not yet blind.
The outgassing of Imulga Mons is stopping divinations from penetrating the sky. It is very strange.
Yes.
And we are being attacked from creatures from the sky. They snatch bodies, steal minds.
Okay, he listens.
They bring death and mind magics with them. They are a horrible thing.
What are these creatures?
Gith. And then we are attacked by shadows. We are attacked on many sides.
He seems more concerned about you mentioning shadows than you mentioning Gith.
Oh yeah.
Shadows.
Yes.
Mother will burn them with her flames and beat them back to whence they came.
Do you seek Mother's return?
It is not for me to seek things of the gods.
Just to hold them?
I am a vessel as well as a voice. You should know this, Druid of Volcanica.
Is there anything you want your people to know?
They will suffer, but our God has suffered, and still we serve the Mother. There is no thing that I have not already spoken to them freely. You still have hinted as to why you're here. You wish to pierce the sky, the soot that comes from Imulga Mons,
Yes.
the pyre of a god.
Yes. Has anyone gone down the ruins?
Ruins?
The whatever you call the inside of a destroyed volcano.
There is a place, a pocket, a place where the fires burn the purest, a place where the greatest peace of our God lie, in Morton, the Heart of Imulga Mons. I can feel it. Far from here.
Can you see it?
Yes.
Can you share this with me?
Why?
I wish to see it with my own eyes.
And to go there,
Yes.
you risk yourself. By going there, it is very hard to kill a god.
Indeed. So I've been told.
Then you have been warned.
Sunny outside a telepathic pod. Oh, I like this guy. He's what he tells Barnabas. The telepathic connection.
They've come back, Barnabas, with a bunch of rat-catching implements and and nets and things.
Sunny's gonna greater command them to. Let's see what I could say. I guess flee is funny.
Flee! All right. What's
Go
the
away.
DC of your flee?
26 will save.
Oh, goodness. Okay. You've got...
Two remain.
Yep. The warriors run away. Where are you going? The barkers seem to be...
They'll flee for 2 minutes.
Yeah, of the Barnabas camp that they don't want to be doing the hard the hard work, and then they go chasing after him. Come back here! Buying Sonny a little bit more time.
Okay. I will share memory to see if we can figure out where this spot is. That I think is going to be really close to a planar boundary if I'm...
What are you going to do for me?
At first, I'm going to keep your secret, but aside from that, what would you like?
Should you survive, your word that any artifacts of Kurtulmak that you try to seize will be used, not against kobolds.
That is agreed.
Then proceed.
Okay. Share memory to try to find the location of the heart of the volcano.
Okay. Let me see here. Fuck, I created the maps. Where did they go?
Remember some of the maps didn't go for whatever reason? I don't know if this is on the list of stuff that was prepped and then got blown away.
Yep. Let me check.
There's volcanic vent we haven't been to yet. What are you going to do for me? First thing is not tell my friends that you've got a special spell to you in there because they're shiv happy.
That's fair. Yeah, that's fair.
Not everybody has it like a shiv.
I have one character who wouldn't do that.
The one that doesn't use blood theft.
Yeah.
The one where it wouldn't do anything. Yeah.
I mean, don't get me wrong. She wouldn't stop it either. But
I like the other party's name, the Jerk Emeritus. That's a very
That is a good
that,
name.
that feels good. That it's a
Yeah, give me a second. I have
It's
to.
very self-aware adventuring party.
Yeah, something happened again. I sat in the other room. I created this map, and then for some
and then
reason,
you drank 2 pints of blueberry.
no, that was this. I created the map this afternoon, so
Okay.
it's not a very complicated map. Let me just download it. Save as. It's like it's not saving the last map I create. Not, anyways. This is called the Heart of Imulga Mons. Map. It's a new map. It's a background with some cracked earth. It is a map. It's nothing like having to do the DM prep twice. Here you go. This is what Sunny sees. A cavern, completely self-contained, with a roaring, bubbling cauldron of lava and like a small ledge around the cavern. There's extreme heat and extreme amount of vapor in this place. Give me a DC 40 perception check.
Okay.
As you are searching the memory or almost feeling of this place.
48.
There is something that looks like a colossal hand curled up in this little nook.
Oh. Oh.
Like there's some creature just waiting on the other side, and you can see its claw. It's like a dragon claw.
Okay. Or it's like a leftover bit of giant magma dragon, or it's Kurtulmak's hand. Kurtulmak would be like a dragon, because we were told his hand might have been blown off. Does it look like it's moving?
No, it's currently not moving. And I can show you what it looks like.
That's pretty cool.
They're just sitting there.
Blah.
It's kind of that vampire bleh kind of vibe to it.
Yeah.
All right, so that's what Sunny sees by the time that kobolds are coming back en masse to eject Sunny from the from the prisoner tent.
Okay. Oh, we should be going. I've got something to show you, but I can't show you, but I want to show it to you. Do you understand what I mean?
Nope.
All right, so while Barnabas and Sunny were off interrogating the prisoner, Thogrim,
Yes.
you're a Quintessa. He wants to talk to the Widget. Where are you?
Right here, bud.
Can you move us back to the other map,
Yep.
please?
What should I do with this scale?
Here, I'll take it.
Oh, not that map.
Open pit mine.
Open
It's
pit
open
mine.
pit, right?
Yeah.
Do you want a random arcane spell? Most of us, that's a less useful. Like, it's only standard spells, right?
You don't know.
Random spell.
Let's first. Oh, I did you guys read what it does? There's like
Yeah.
pages and stuff in it, and you get a spell, and I don't know how long you can use it for, but every
What,
time
1d8 plus 22 pages, and then every time you cast the
Every
spell,
time Every time you cast a spell, there's a chance that page is destroyed.
It works as a scroll.
But it doesn't always get destroyed.
If you have a thing that lets you use one of your spells without burning one of the scrolls, does the chance
goodness
of that?
Treat
doesn't
each
matter.
spell use as a scroll where being employed for purposes of determining casting time, spell failure, and so on. Okay, so it's
Every time somebody uses, and then there's a table, there's a roll, and then it says there's no way to prevent it from turning the page.
non-spellcasters can use this.
That's if it's destroyed.
No, no, no.
Non-spellcasters can use it, but if they can't cast
I'll
arcane spells, they get a
fucking
negative level.
I'll fucking destroy it.
Each time a spell is cast, there's a chance the energy connected with it is causes the page to magically turn. It's just you cast a spell, the page might turn, and it says despite all precautions. Like it's,
Okay. In that case, it doesn't matter. You can. We should give this one some thought. I think.
Well, what was it? Oh, my wrist is there. Yeah. So go ahead.
I was just gonna say, it'll be interesting to see what it can do. If you get a good one, maybe you get shit. Maybe you get prestidigitate and ghost sound.
My question would be this: if you have this artifact and you've got some kind of spell, can you write it into your book?
Yeah.
In that case, the most powerful wizard, caster, write it into their book, use it, and then share it with the other ones.
This one you have to attach to a single person.
Right, but
You have
that
to graph
person,
the scroll. You have to graph the scale on you.
and that one would be able to write that spell into their book and share it with the others.
So we're taking it with us then.
Oh, we're taking it, yeah. Same with this golem as well here. Call him Sparky.
Remind me again the deal that Sonny made.
We were supposed to bring a artifact of Kurtulmak to the devils, and then they will bring it home.
Why?
It just doesn't have to be this one. It just be something of Kurtulmak. This is a very random thing. I don't know necessarily the devils will be overly appreciative of the
It doesn't matter if they're appreciative. What it matters is you've accomplished the.
Well, yeah. This is the thing where it's like we just need to bring them. We give them the shittiest one we find.
Exactly.
All right, let's just collect.
Yeah, here's this
everything.
teaspoon of infinite gruel. There you go.
And the plan is we're not going to take them out, right?
Oh, have you seen the size of his potential hand? It might be a pretty goddamn big teaspoon.
I'm saying the devil army. We're not going to destroy them, right? That's what we've settled on.
They were pretty tough. That archer was.
Yes, but
That archer was
he looks behind us.
concerning.
Frennis, Cog.
Oh, with all of us here, we could have a really good fight. Sasagony.
Yes, that's what I'm saying.
So,
What would be the value of it versus leaving them around?
well, I mean,
If they
What
disturb my
threats do they bring?
if they disturb my workers and take my treasures,
Right, then let's set these foundational rules
check out
down.
this guy. He says "our" really funny. Our workers and our treasures are. He just says it so weird.
Thogrim's like,
Such an accent, you know.
just doesn't care.
It's in a different position than he was
Yeah.
last time we spoke.
yeah, he's looking around for you to.
Who's got the control rod for the big golem, by the way?
You do.
They gave it to you.
Thogrim's gonna sit inside the belly.
You've got fire resist 5, my man. That's not.
No,
gonna be
I've
enough.
got fire resist 20 something.
Are you crawling inside of it?
This is warm. Yeah.
All right. Furnace golem.
Let me
So-
double check how much my resistance
currently,
is.
currently, it's called Furnace Face, by the way.
Yeah, Furnace Face has a. Currently, it's infused. They might have dipped it in like lava. The furnace is doing more than 2d6 per round right now.
Oh, let's switch my ring of. Oh, I don't have that one ring. Oh, he's not gonna get in. Like, whoa, right, wrong ring. I'll have to fix this before I get in. He does have a ring of resistance. 20.
Papa, is the big metal golem on our side now?
Yes, he is. Look at you. You're gonna be something to work with.
Why does it call you Papa? It's really. I mean,
His name is Howie. Please.
Thurgus is
What?
my father.
I mean,
and what's your mum?
Thurgus.
Ah. Right. You know, you had the opportunity to learn all of the dwarvish magics, cast the most mighty of rocks and earth spells. You could be making earthquakes.
That'll happen soon. I just don't have
Talking
that
to a
spell
metal
yet.
tube.
Had
you
this
should
metal
listen to
tube.
your dwarven friend. Leave this mechanical nonsense behind.
What? You're insane.
Oh no,
You're
I'm quite
fools.
sane.
Is one of your hands still screwed up?
You see not. Yeah. He looks, points you with both hands. You idiot! Want me to leave something as magnificent as this design?
It
Heck,
is a
it's given me
corrupting
multiple
force
ideas.
that is warping your mind, poor Thogrim.
But you see,
You are an archmage. You are better than this.
there's multiple things that can be done. You see, magic combined with engineering of this caliber.
It will lead
Can
to our
produce-
destruction. Please stop talking this heresy.
Oh, destruction for sure.
Yes, Papa,
Not
the
for us.
destruction of our enemies.
There you go, son. So
Did
not
you just
kids,
call it
talking
son?
He just said son. That is
Oh,
dwarvish word for son.
She just covers her face and just walks away.
All right, there's a bunch of kobolds
Our
chasing
family has grown.
chasing Sunny out of a tent. Sunny comes flying back with Barnabas muttering about something as they come back over to the group.
I have a line on more artifacts and potentially the myth of a god.
Oh.
Well, I've been in a god's belly button. May as well be in one's hand.
The rat chasers stop when they see the bat safely amongst the others. And they go,
Brenos is going to like, "Rah!"
yeah. They all back away.
We have a line on where Kurtulmak actually died. Bits of his flesh.
And where, pray tell, did this come from? Barnabas says, knowing who you've been talking to for the last 5 minutes.
A friend told me.
I see. And how does your friend know?
Because he's in tune with what it means to be a kobold.
Thogrim, give me a knowledge arcana.
Sure. At some point, I want to start bringing some of my simulacrum with me. They're 9th level by now, so. Arcana, you say? Okay.
Arcane.
Arcane.
9th level doesn't make sense. You're not 18th.
No.
Mythic
But when
point
I
to cast,
mythic
increasing
point
his
and
caster level.
I have a caster and an item that lets me increase my caster level by 1. 15 plus 3,
I see.
18.
Okay. I
Yep.
see. Okay. Yep.
Ah, 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 ah.
Cool. Good use of
easy.
mythic points.
The +1 caster level Ioun Stone.
Yep.
I think all my characters are gonna think that's what they want for their
Yes. Yes.
That's all they want
We are
for
Stupid not to have these.
Craftmas.
for Craftmas, exactly.
Yeah.
Widget wants to.
Yeah, I'm
Break
thinking
20.
at some point Chaga might make
28.
simulacra.
Okay.
Skinny simulacra.
Bunch of skinny. Yeah, I've got a token for it.
45.
The soot in this area is too diluted to be of good crafting essence for the lens that you guys wanted to create. You need something closer to the source.
We need to get closer to the volcano itself. The ash.
How about the heart of the volcano where the body is burning?
Yeah, that will do. Definitely. I have to change my rings around for a bit, but that'll do.
Yeah, that sounds
I'd
like this.
argue if the body's still in there, it's not burning at this point.
Gods are very tough.
Aye.
Like maybe it's like the like a big old tree where when it goes down, if it's all juicy still, it doesn't quite burn very good. Yeah, you know, dry it first.
So you know where to go?
Yes. I don't know how to share it with you though.
Agony looks at Barnabas.
Well, where is it?
In the volcano.
Can you show us?
Well, would the Farseer be able to see the spot? Can I aim the Farseer at the spot to show them so they can teleport as well?
Seems
No one's looking in the Farseer, dude. I don't think anyone else is climbing on that train.
Well, there's the viewing room for the Farseer at
The Farseer has now that we
Oh,
have
that's
the
right, yeah.
observatory. There's a room to actually separate you from the horrible device that you gave the old man.
Well,
The old
encouraged him
man,
to use.
the old man took it.
You know where to look, so yes. Unless
Oh.
there's something obscuring that place.
Yep. So we could do it from the fascia. Alternately, I can bring you there, but I can only bring, you know, a few. And I had this. Did I have a sense that it was like it was on this plane? Did it feel like it was this plane?
Yeah, that was Volcanica. Like it's
Okay. Yeah.
it's
Yeah.
it's over there in the mountain range somewhere. It's probably somewhere in the massive mountain works that is the volcano Imulga
Alright.
Mons.
Simple.
So
Then take a few of us, and we'll come back and create a teleport there.
yeah, Sunny doesn't greater teleport until he levels up, and then Sunny doesn't. Sunny can carry himself plus 6 others. Currently, and then after leveling up, he'd be able to carry 7. Which is starting to look like the thing. Right, so we could go in there. It's very hot. But if 7, well, we should prepare ourselves. But then 7 gather around, and I can just teleport us there directly. Or we can go to the Farseer, and you can see it, and then we can bring everyone.
Well, I suggest we go have a look at it, formulate a plan. Then we'll see from there.
Okay. Sunny is happy with the idea of using the Farseer to solve his problems.
Okay, so you guys are gonna go to to rest?
Yep.
Yeah, I guess so.
Are you teleporting to the vicinity of the observatory, or are you plane shifting directly into the?
I think we're just gonna plane shift. Well, 1 second. 1, 2. No, doesn't count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There's too many of us. Our party is too big for one. Well, actually, wait a sec. Let me just read the wording explicitly, because I might be able to get everybody.
1 + 8.
If you don't count.
Well, if it's travel is 1, it's the teleportation descriptor. All right, does plane shift have teleportation?
I believe it does as a sub school.
It does. So I can bring 1 extra person. Creature touched or up to 8 willing creatures. So you're one of them.
Mm-hmm.
And you can also send them. Actually, you could plane shift without joining the plane shift.
You can attack spell plane shift people.
Well, no. But you could attack spell a person, or you can be the guy who sends them away. Like you can wizard send them away on their mission.
Nice.
Like quest giver. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So I can take 9 people with the plane shift. And then first we should send Furnace Face, the mole, and the monkey to Thogrim's domain, I think.
Why don't we send the big boy over here with them as well?
That's what I meant.
Okay. So that's basically 2 plane shifts and a teleport to get back to here. Or a plane shift to Thogrim's realm. Well, yeah, because you're splitting up the party, so you basically need to come back to here.
Yeah.
So Thogrim, do you want to spend the 2 plane shifts in a greater teleport?
Sure, yeah.
Okay. So, and I'll move these tokens to
plane shifts. Can we wait an hour? Because this is gonna eat.
Yeah, we can.
That's gonna be mythic points right there, and I'd rather not do that. So give me a sec.
Okay, everyone stop editing their tokens. I'm going to actually copy
I'm not touching them.
These guys, open up Thogrim's plane, which is on, I think, this campaign file. Thogrim's Forge Phase 2. I'm going to paste this stuff down. So we've got a furnace face and some critters that have been added to the menagerie that are on the fake beach. We've got a lemur, an Arctic lemur, a Modra turtle, a Tina monkey, and I didn't remember this guy's name. A Czar mole.
Yep.
Then I assume your furnace face is going to be somewhere in the.
He's going to be in there.
Shrine to Vulcan.
The Tina monkey is going to get a little note that says, like a little collar that says, "I will not hit."
Nice. All right, I'll save that, and then I'm going to go open up the campaign file where all of you guys were. All right, so they're at Thogrim's Forge. So you wait an hour. Some of you take a knee, I guess. You're trying to do rejuvenation. Is that what?
We're going to. Some of us re-prepare spells.
No, re-prepare spell. Yeah. So, did we use up any mythic point? Did Thogrim use up any mythic points last time?
No. Most of that last combat was solved in 2 pips.
Really? Wow.
A bunch of wizards in a pile that have bad will saves. And bad fort saves.
26, 24.
Okay, Agony at some point goes and gives some further instructions to Xerath and comes back as you guys are, some of you are using your mythic power to rejuvenate spells for the day.
Did Thogrim use? Did you guys adjust his sheet at all or not?
We didn't touch his sheet.
Thogrim
didn't cast spells.
No, he threw Howie down and Vital Striked with a cannonball, so he would have used one of his uses of however he does abundant ammunition.
Yeah.
Okay, he has that spell, and he there's a bag that Howie has. So it's either this or that. It's fine. And that's it.
That's it. So is it only two characters that have rejuvenation? Thogrim and Sunny at this point?
Yes.
See him.
I think Branos does too. But Branos isn't going to use it here.
Yeah, Thogrim's Mythic Tier 3, Sunny is Mythic Tier 3.
And Widget has it as well, but again, Widget didn't cast that much.
Okay.
I have one plane shift prepared, and 1 greater teleport prepared.
Okay, so Thogrim, subtract your spells. Did you do that before you rejuvenated or
No,
after?
this is what I have now, so I can just Sonny, can you take us there, and then I can bring us back and teleport, and then we'll re-prep if we need to. I don't think I don't want to need re-prep if I don't need
Sonny spent 1 plane shift to go to the Farseer.
to. Okay, so sure, I'll come back. Yeah, I'll spend an hour over there and redo a plane shift and a greater teleport.
Okay, so you return to the
It saves me a spell that way.
You return to the party. You've got some spells spent. Sunny is now using spells to bring everyone to the Farseer of Rest. Is there enough, or are you leaving one person behind?
1 extra person has to go with join Thogrim's path. So 1 person has to go as Thogrim's guard dog.
Okay, Brenos goes as
Brenos can go with Thogrim. Yep.
Thogrim's guard dog, and then how are you
Yeah, I will survive.
how are you getting everyone to the Farseer of Rest?
It's in a different plane.
Yeah, you only have 1 focus though.
Yeah, well, I'm going to plane shift to it.
Okay.
And then from there we'll plane shift back and teleport.
Okay, who's not going to the Farseer is what I'm trying to ask.
Thogrim and Brenos.
Okay, they're not. All right.
Yeah.
Okay, so this
group... and if this is the crew, it's So theoretically, Brenos could come. That's fine, but we'll leave Thogrim. Brenos will be a Thogrim. The dwarfs will go do dwarf things.
So, how are we gonna get to you?
We're gonna meet. We're gonna meet somewhere.
Okay, so we're not going to the.
No.
Okay, fine. We'll go back to. Where are we gonna leave? What's gonna be our destination?
I like the crossroads personally, where the near the tower.
I'll head back to the city. When you're ready, let me know. I have some things I need to do. By the time you're done, I'll have looked through the things that I need to look through.
Just subscribed for 65
being the Archmage,
months.
I have requests that I need to look into. So I'm gonna find out exactly what they need from me, because I might bring some of my simulacra over and have them starting dealing with those requests.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I was only half listening, so you guys have decided where you're going to meet up. You can tell me when you actually get there. The Sunny's group plane shifts to the entrance of the Observatory of Rest. Very soon you have a crystal dragon that is asking you why you're here.
To use the Farseer.
Erdiat Rebex Crystallor.
Are you returned? Do you have what you need for the lens?
No, we need to share. We need to look at that location to find the materials.
Give me a diplomacy check to ask a favor, effectively.
All right. Sunny.
The dragon doesn't seem to be all loopy like it was last time. Yeah, he seems to be quite...
He is feeling better.
Yeah.
I'll be back. Kid to bed. Hey, Drixter.
40 or 45. Something like that.
Yeah, I just want to say thanks for all that support, Drakester. That's crazy that you've been subscribing for so long. How far along have you caught up? Are you caught up or not? I know that during grad school you kind of fell behind from the series a little bit, and we play a lot of D&D, unedited D&D. I'm tickled and surprised every time I think about how people actually like watching this. Crazy, but thanks. 40? The dragon nods. You soon find yourselves in the viewing room while Sunny is escorted up to the artifact itself.
Yep. Perfect. All right. So I'm going to try to look at the memory. Well, do I still have to cast? I still have to cast a scrying spell to activate the item, correct?
Yep. You do notice that the crystal dragon is this place on Volcanica.
It is.
He does like pull a lever with his claw, and it kind of detracts from the rest of the artifact.
Ah, yeah.
Sunny's realizing that this contraption is quite complex. It'll take some time in learning to get that far.
Door of the Dungeon Explorer. Life's a little harder than
Yeah, of course. It's D&D. It's hard to make everything exciting all the time. There are definitely lulls in action
Okay, we're going to just whip off a greater scrying because it's quick.
Very interesting observation, Kenny. It seems that kitty gloves are very much the... It depends what style of game you're running.
We all have two characters for a reason.
Well, I'm. Sometimes you guys just seem to get lucky. Like when I pull off the boxing gloves, I go, I'm gonna hit hard for reals. Let's see how they do. You know, breath of life is a way to keep it, like a valid way to go through an adventure.
Mythic breath of life allows you 2 rounds of screwing up.
Yeah.
No, it's it's just funny the door of the Dungeon Explorer. Get back your map. You know, I'm here to sing the song.
Oh yeah, when there's no consequence or there's no like chance. I definitely could amp that number up higher. Like, we don't tend to have lots of deaths because we are telling the story of these characters, right? Like, we prefer that style versus just absolute Dungeon of Doom, like Rapanathuk meets what's the one with Acerak?
Tomb of Horrors.
Tomb of Horrors, yeah. Like, we could do that. It might last 10 games and then that's it, kind of thing. So
spooky, scary.
Yeah. No, it's the old school dungeons where I, the DM, am outsmarting Adam, the player, because he touched the button and didn't like say that he was doing something cautiously, or was off to the side,
or you spent 10 minutes in the room, so you die, no save.
Yeah. There's
because that's how long the trap takes to go off, and there's no save.
When I was reading the Castle Amber and trying to like turn that into wonky Dream Realm for the other campaign, I'm like, I can't run the module like it's an old school module. It just doesn't fit the style. I don't want to spend the next 60 games in here. I don't want.
In the Dream Realm, you could do some of that stuff because it's just like, your dream explodes. You start back at the beginning with all the memories of what you've done, but you're just going to wake up at the beginning of the thing, right?
Oh, the constant blasphemy from the professor. It's like, yep, you're cursed. You're cursed again. You keep on not learning your lesson. You're cursed again. He's like collecting them, the like badges of honor. His last curse was like, anytime you take fire damage, you take 5 extra.
That's a rough curse.
That's a bad one.
Yeah.
The incurable cholera, however, he's got a belt that makes him immune to disease, so he laughed at that one. But anyways, yeah. All right. Okay. So, Sunny, you feel the you feel the sense of you've been away from the Farseer of Rest. You know that this thing is very compelling to use. You in the back of your mind, you kind of know that you could lose yourself to this artifact, and you're about to use it again.
Sonny, no, that could never happen to Sonny.
Sunny Bat might not be the best form to be manipulating the dials, and
we'll turn it to philosophy.